collided with the cheeky bastard at a fantastic speed, smashing him into the coaches.
What the hell? What is up, guys? Joe, welcome back to our video. And we're doing something different today. This has actually been a long requested thing, and I'm finally getting to it, I don't know, 2-3 years later. It's a fan-made series of Thomas. I skipped through one of them just to see what it was like. Seemed pretty funny, but we're gonna check some of them out. And again, a lot of you guys told me to check these out, so I'm finally doing it. And we're gonna be watching the Sodor Retold series uploaded by Tanzig. And for what I see, we're doing like every episode here, or at least from the classic series, so this should be pretty fun. Original video is in the description below, but should you subscribe, check him out. And today's shout out is very special. We have Grand Theft Auto Tunes saying that your commentary is lame. Now, there's something we do with these type of comments around here, is that we simply just use them as toilet paper, because that's about as valuable as they are. All right, good. Now, thank you very much for that comment, and now let's waste no more time and get into the video. Let's do it.
Thomas is a tank engine who lives at a big station on the island of Sodor. He's a cheeky little bastard with six small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy... Oi! Knock it off!
The fourth wall breaking.
The insult was bad enough, but I really hate being described like I'm some kind of object.
You
Thomas,
are not.
You are an object.
Thank you, narrator.
Yeah. Carry on. Forget it. Just go to the next scene.
Off to a good start.
Thomas is a fussy little engine too. Oh, come on. Always pulling coaches about, ready for the big engines to take on long journeys. And when trains come in, he pulls the empty coaches away so the big engines can go and rest. Lazy sods. Thomas also has a chip on his shoulders because he thinks he's the only one who does any damn work on the island. Yeah. This often puts him at odds with the other engines, especially Gordon, the biggest engine of them all. If you don't count the challengers, we don't.
Okay, I don't know who these other characters are, but you know what? If this is its own world, then you gotta have your own characters, right? Why not?
Likes being rude to Gordon. Furthermore, whenever the big blue engine tried to rest after a hard day's work, Thomas would usually play a trick on him, like setting his tender on fire.
Oh my god!
Gordon had enough and decided to pay Thomas back. His chance
tender
came
on
the
fire.
following morning. Thomas had just brought a line of coaches to the platform. By happy chance, Gordon was directly behind him. Without delay, he charged towards Thomas. He collided with the cheeky bastard at a fantastic speed, smashing him into the coaches.
What the hell?
Thomas was dazed and confused.
My God.
Gordon, why'd you do that? He exclaimed. Well, little Thomas, he began, you need to understand the folly of picking a fight with someone bigger than you. In hindsight, that is kind of stupid, but not nearly as stupid as what you just did.
This is almost like a how it should have ended type of thing.
And why is that? Because there were people in that coach.
Yeah.
Oh, bother.
You're a murderer. All right, number 2, Edward and Gordon.
In the shed where he lived with the other engines. They were all bigger than him, except for Thomas, who was obviously smaller, and James, who was about his size. Anyway, the actual big engine...
I don't know if it's like the scale with this game or something, but Thomas looks ridiculously huge compared to everybody.
Enjoyed teasing Edward.
But yeah, that bothered me in the original episode. Like, I mean, it's probably, the book, and maybe it's different, because Thomas might not have been introduced yet or something, but how in TV it was funny that all the engines were bigger than Edward, meanwhile Thomas was right there. It's like,
The driver won't choose you today, said Gordon. He wants strong engines like us. Hello, Edward, said the driver. I'm choosing you today. Edward was very pleased, while Gordon was very ticked off. I'm very ticked off, he exclaimed. Why on earth would the driver pick you and not me? Perhaps because you killed several passengers recently, Edward retorted. Oh.
Alright, these are gonna be linear, so okay, everything's canon. I like it.
Right. Wait, did you actually forget you did that? Come along, Edward, said the driver. We have work to do. So Edward puffed off to the station, deeply concerned by his colleagues' poor memory.
His colleagues?
Edward worked hard all day, taking passengers up and down the line. They complimented him for a splendid job and were very...
These look like freaking early 2000s crowd video game.
Grateful he didn't kill them. The driver was impressed by his performance and promised to take him out again tomorrow. The next morning, while Edward was getting ready,
I need to
he
grab a
noticed
water.
Gordon was gone. Suddenly, he heard screaming, and the big blue engine
The hell?
thundered by with the express.
My God.
Edward was mortified. "That galloping sausage has stolen my train!" he exclaimed. "Come on, Edward," said the driver. "Let's get after him."
Well, this is taking a twist.
Gordon hallooed. "You can't catch me, little Edward." "Wrong. That's impossible."
What?
How'd you do that? Oh, there'll be plenty of time for explanation later.
He just teleported in front of him.
Right now, I'm going to whoop your tender. "Well done,
Damn.
Edward," said the driver. "When we get home, I'm going to give you a new coat of paint. Would you like that?" "Oh, yes, please." With that, Edward puffed happily back to the shed,
What about the
leaving behind
passengers?
a very battered and bruised Gordon. So remember, boys and
passengers.
girls, violence solves everything.
Lesson learned. Violence solves everything. Alright, sad story of Henry. Oh, this one ought to be good. This is the episode that, what do I call people? The casual public. I don't know. This is scary. That's the train in the tunnel. That's gonna die, that. You know.
Engine attached to a train was afraid of a few drops of rain. It went into a tunnel and squeaked through its funnel and wouldn't come out again. That doesn't really sound right now that I say it out loud. The engine's
No, it
name
does
is
not.
Henry. His driver and fireman argued with him. "What the are you doing, you?" his driver exclaimed. "The rain will spoil my green paint with red stripes," he replied.
Why does he have
"Are
that
you
accent?
kidding me?" Before Henry could answer, he heard footsteps approaching from behind. He then remembered his boss had been traveling on his train. This stout gentleman was Sir Topham Hatt, better known as the Fat Controller. "The Fat what?" Nope, I got nothing. Sorry you had to find out this way, Fatso." "Oh, thank you very much." The Fat Controller
Yeah,
waddled
fat
towards the
ass.
front of the
I
train.
call him fat
5 hours later, he arrived.
5 hours? To what? Walk 5 coaches?
Hen. Ooh. Damn, bruh. You only walked like 30
What?
meters. You are really out of shape. Sod off. Literally, I want you to
He's
sod
dying.
off out of this tunnel. "No," he protested. "The rain will spoil my lovely green paint with red stripes." "Are you kidding me? Does it look like I'm kidding you?" The pair stared at
No.
each other. The Fat Controller was the first to look away, but only because he was deep in thought about how to rectify the situation. He then came up with the perfect solution. With an evil glint in his eye, he turned back towards the
Troll
stubborn engine.
face.
It was then that Henry realized he up. Later on at the sheds,
Okay.
the other engines were waiting for Henry to return. When he didn't, they were very concerned. "I'm very concerned," said Edward. "Where could he be?" Here," said a voice. All eyes turned towards the source. It was Thomas. He had arrived with several trucks filled with scrap. The others were horrified as the meaning of his words sank in. "That's Henry?" Gordon asked concernedly. "Indeed it is," the Fat Controller boasted. "I wasn't about to let him block the main line, so I settled for scrapping him." "With all due respect, sir," Edward began.
What?
"How is killing one of your engines a good idea?
What the
Who
hell?
said he was dead? What are you saying, sir? Watch and wonder. Gentlemen, get to work."
Don't tell me they disassembled him and brought him out of the tunnel in parts just to reassemble him at the sheds. Oh my god, that's what's happening, isn't it? No flippin' way. I mean, this is just the greatest this is one of the greatest jokes I've ever seen in my life. I mean, that is one way of getting him out of the tunnel.
Henry?
Holy shit. Okay, well, there you have it. Very interesting. I'm probably gonna watch more of these. Feel free to suggest any other. Well, no, I already know what I'm watching. I have the list here. That's the first 3. We'll watch some more in the next series. Like I said, I'm gonna watch these in parts, just like Henry. We're gonna disassemble the series and we're gonna assemble it right here on my screen for to fit into videos. I don't know what I'm saying. You guys know the joke. Comment your favorite part below. We'll see you guys next time. Like, subscribe, turn notification bell on for each other up on Twitter, Discord. Links to those are in the description. Become a member by clicking the join button. Check out all exclusive perks, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Stay safe. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one.